Welcome to this MindMapper tutorial from Biggerplate.com. In this tutorial, we're going to look at building your first mind maps using the MindMapper software. I'm going to show you how to add, edit, and move topics in the mind map, as well as how you can simply show and hide information as you go. So let's take a look. There are a number of ways to start adding topics into your mind map, depending on whether you're adding a subtopic or what we can call a sibling topic. A subtopic is one that's going to build outwards in your mind map. So let's take a look at those options first. So to build an outwards topic, we can use the main menu straight up here. We've got this option here. If we just click that button, you see here's a new subtopic. So this is what I mean by building outwards. We've also got the options. You can see these little arrows that are around us here. So if we use this option here, we can click the arrow to add a new subtopic. We've also got the option of simply using our keyboard. So one way we can do that is to use the insert key on our keyboard, or we can also use the space bar. Now again, you can just use whatever combination works for you to insert subtopics fastest. One other option you've got is to use the control key in combination with the right arrow key. So another method to just achieve the same goal here. So several different ways there to add subtopics that are going to expand your mind map outwards in this direction. But what if we want to add subtopics into the mind map at the same level, so what we might consider a sibling? So if you think about the structure of a mind map like a family tree, you could almost say here's a parent and here is a child and a sibling. So these are at the same level, so we can call these sibling topics. Now how can we add sibling topics? Well, it's much of the same sort of functionality. We can go back up to the main menu here, and you'll see instead of just hitting the button itself, we can actually just hit the drop down. We've got lots of different options here, and we can say we either want a sibling topic below or above, if you like. So let's have a look here and say, let's say sibling topic, and you see we've added a sibling topic on the same level as the one we did, whereas of course before our subtopics were taking our map outwards, siblings take our map downwards. We've also got the option, as before, of using these clickable arrows on the topic itself. So if we wanted to add a sibling before this topic here, what we can do is select that topic and hit the arrow and say add before or after as such. And just like before, we have the option of our control keys. We can also use the control down or up keys to add more topics, sibling topics into the mind map. As you add topics into the mind map, you're obviously going to want to be able to easily edit the text as you add it. To edit text in any topic, we can do two things. If we want to just overwrite what we've written before, we can just hit the enter or return key, and what that's going to do is highlight everything, and we can then just overwrite. If perhaps we want to be a little bit more specific, however, we can double click on any topic, and you'll see that adds a little cursor in here that means we can edit a little bit more specifically. So if we want to overwrite everything, click on the topic and simply hit the enter or return key. If we want to be a little bit more specific, we just double click in and we can be more specific. To delete topics in their entirety, we can simply select a topic and hit the delete key on our keyboard. The same principle applies if we wanted to delete an entire branch. You simply select the branch you want to delete, hit the delete key, and it's going to delete that topic and everything else that was below it. I'm just going to undo that to bring those topics back, but very simple ways to edit text and then delete text. As you build out your mind map, it's highly likely you're going to want to start moving topics around, which is one of the great benefits of mind mapping software, enabling you to move and adapt and organize ideas and information. To move topics within MindMapper, what we can do is either move individual topics, multiple topics, or even entire branches in the mind map. Moving an individual topic is easy enough. We simply click onto that topic, hold down our mouse, and then we can move around the map, and you'll see this kind of orange highlight shows us where the software is going to land that topic if I release the mouse. So if I let go of my mouse now, the individual topics branch or topic is going to come in there. I can again move that back onto the branch where I want to and move it around, and those orange guidance is always going to tell me where that's going to land when I release the mouse. If we want to move multiple topics at once, very easy within the mind mapping software. We can either click and drag, and you'll see this kind of drag cursor appears, and I can now move two topics at once, or three or four. No matter how many I've dragged, I can just move them around. Again, that same orange guidance is going to tell us where that's going to land when I release the mouse. I can move those anywhere I like around the mind map, and I could drag entire subjects like sections like this and move them around wherever I choose. Another way we can move multiple topics, if perhaps they're not in the same area to click and drag, we can use the Control key on our keyboard and click to select two topics at once. I then again can just drag with my mouse, and it's going to pull both of those topics from different places into the new destination. Very quick and easy ways to move topics around our mind map. We can move individually, and we can move multiple topics as shown. Finally, it's worth noting, of course, that you can move entire branches. So if we wanted to move this entire branch, we simply click and drag that. And again, you can see the orange guidance tells us where that's going to land. And we can move that anywhere we like around the mind map, taking all of the information on that branch with us in one easy maneuver. Finally, as you build out your mind map, you may want to hide certain information at certain times just so you can focus on the work that you're doing. To show or hide branches and topics in MindMapper is very simple. We've got the most obvious method is to just click this mouse button here, click on the plus, and it's going to open up whatever's beneath it. And you'll see we can do that and close information, hide it very easily. Alternatively, again, if you're quick with your keyboard, you could use a shortcut key, which is Alt key plus the page up, page down keys on your keyboard. So for example, if I click this one here and hit the Alt page up, it's going to roll that up. If I hit page down, it's going to open it back up again. You can do the same thing if you want to use the menu item by going up to menu and then over here to view. And then you'll see here we've got roll up, which basically means hide, and then roll down, which means open it up. Now for me, the quickest way to do it is going to just be these mouse clicks to just say open, close, close, open. But you've got some alternatives here if you like to use either a main menu or your keyboard shortcuts. That's it for this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. And for more resources to help you go further with mind mapping, head on over to biggerplate.com.